Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're taking a look at Apple Martin,
Ooh, interesting.
daughter of Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin.
Okay.
We've got her IMDb bio pulled up and ready to get into it.
Sounds fun.
I think one of the most interesting things is that for someone who grew up with such famous parents,
Right.
she's actually managed to keep a pretty low profile.
Yeah, and the little bits and pieces that we do see are actually pretty fascinating.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the apple in the room.
Uh-huh.
That name, Apple,
Unique for sure.
it's definitely unique.
You could even say a little unusual.
But, you know, her middle names are Blythe and Allison, after her grandmothers on both sides.
Oh, wow.
That can't be a coincidence, right?
Yeah, I mean, that definitely says something about her family, a
Yeah.
connection to her family, even while she's, figuring herself out.
Right.
It's important to remember that she's growing up with everyone watching her, always being compared to her parents. So choosing names with such personal meaning, I don't know, it feels like a way of staying grounded, like connecting to something bigger than just fame, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And she apparently uses the nickname Schnaps.
Schmeps.
Yeah, Schnappps.
Okay.
Kind of quirky.
It is quirky.
Maybe even a little nod to all the attention her name gets.
It does make you wonder, like, is that actually what her friends and family call her, or is that
Yeah.
part of a persona she's created? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really interesting how she walks that line between, being seen as different, but also wanting to just live a normal life.
Yeah. And speaking of normal life,
Mm-hmm.
what do we know about her home life? Because Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin are very private
Yeah, they are.
about their family life.
But we do know that she has a younger brother, Moses,
Okay.
and their godfather is Simon Pegg.
Oh, wow.
So you've got, Hollywood royalty, and then you've got, like, British humor in the mix.
Yeah.
I wonder if that shaped her sense of humor at all, or even, like, the kind of art she's into.
That's such an interesting question.
Right.
Imagine the dinner table conversations.
Uh-huh. I know, right?
But beyond the family stuff, Apple isn't just riding her parents' coattails,
Oh, totally.
She's actually already composing music.
Wow.
At only 20 years old, she's got credits on Zerbeck's Coldplay. Feels like I'm falling in love.
No way. She's working with Coldplay already.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And it's not just, a name on a track list. Her part on Feels Like I'm Falling in Love actually got a lot of attention.
What was it like?
The melodies are delicate,
Yeah.
kind of ethereal,
Oh, wow.
almost vulnerable, and it really resonated with people.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it shows a real depth of emotion and a willingness to experiment, which is super exciting for someone so young.
Absolutely.
It's like she's taking that musical legacy from her family,
Uh-huh.
but like weaving it into something totally new. She's also been on some other projects like VH1, All Access, and even her mom's show, The Goop Lab.
Do you think she's trying to branch out into other parts of the entertainment industry?
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, you see this a lot with celebrity kids, right? Some follow their parents' careers exactly, and some try to find their own way.
Right.
It's this balance between respecting what your family's done, but also becoming your own person.
So where do we think this is all going for Apple Martin?
Well,
Is she going to be a huge music star?
that is the question, isn't it?
Or is she still just figuring things out?
I mean, we see these glimpses of her talent and creativity, but she's still got so much time to grow.
Right.
And I think the most exciting part is seeing what she does next, how she deals with the pressure and expectations that come with her background.
It's really interesting because it shows that even people born into these really unusual circumstances,
Yeah.
they're still on their own path, figuring things out like everyone else.
Absolutely.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the life of Apple Martin, here's something I want you all to think about. How much do you think Apple Martin's upbringing has shaped her creative choices?
Mm.
Do you think she's drawn to the spotlight? Or is she just doing what she loves no matter what people think? That's a question we can all keep in mind as we see what she does next.
I'll definitely be watching.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, everyone.